I'm saying you didn't shut the other one down.
Oh, there you
And
go.
we were live again.
Did we have volume?
See, you're showing up. We do have to figure out how to get that. See, there's the end stream button. It just never came up no
It
live.
never went live.
Okay.
Now you are. You just got to get everybody to realize that you're here.
Jen, you can go back and type on the other one and tell them. I never could even find the other one.
Did it stop it though?
It won't matter.
Never connected.
Yeah, it won't matter.
Well, then close the other one.
Okay.
All it was basically was a giant group text.
Two.
New live.
New live stream.
Go to new live.
I think the reason the other one didn't connect is because you had it set up to go through OBS.
Probably so.
Hey.
More.
Take a few minutes for everybody
What you got, boo boo?
to fall over, huh?
Yeah. Okay, we made it,
All
Denise.
right. Yeah, finally.
We had to open up a whole new live though. We tried to go back through the other one that was scheduled and just couldn't do it. Can you hear us? What you got? You got one of Poppy's things. Hey, Mike. Hey, Steph. Welcome to
Sounds
the
good. Great. Thanks.
to the next stream. We've been streaming all over the place and making messes everywhere we go.
She's making up for lost time of streaming.
The grandbaby is here.
Hey,
Tell him. Say hi.
you don't want it? I don't either now.
She's eating her Poppy's strawberry fruit bar.
She wants you to get it out for her.
Oh, she wants it out of the package.
She's figuring that out pretty good on her own.
How many hours do I need? All of them.
A bunch.
A lot. A lot. So I'm going to be doing a lot of streams this year because it's going to take all year. Got 12 months to do it. It's going to take it. They require right now 4,000 watch hours and I'm nowhere near there. I may be at 1,000. I mean, not 1,000, 100, 190 something. Yeah, they take our watch minutes too. And your subscribers up and down. This whole last week, I should have hit 1,000 before yesterday, but they just kept taking them away before they would count the next one. So, yeah, she's telling y'all something. I don't know what she's telling you, but she's telling you all about it.
Cake and
Tell it, Mama.
Cheetos all over the chin. Cheetos. Cheeto chin.
So while we're waiting for some others to jump in here,
Tell them hey. Tell them hey. Wave to the computer.
this is
Say
Amara.
hey. Tell everybody hey.
Look,
Say hey.
wave at Mim. Say hi, Mims. I thought if I told her that, she would wave at the screen. There she goes. She's all messy.
Cheetos.
Hey, Mess Hall. Thank you. Roll Tide. That's gonna make our Cajun folks agitated. But Mess Hall and I, we have a bond. We Bama people. Yeah, that's right. Roll Tide. So we've, as you know, we hit the 1,000. So we got to work on the watch hours. And before the next 24 hours was up, Terry hit his 100, first 100. That was amazing. Because he's only had his channel a few weeks. Everybody likes that Pink Panther Racing, so I'm wearing Pink Panther Racing right now. The earlier live I had on McClendon's shirt. You're at Peacher's aunt's house. Okay.
All right, Mike. Appreciate you jumping in there anyway, bud. If you have to go, we understand.
Glad you came. I know you're busy getting that move going on. So I want to tell all y'all thank you for all the pushing y'all did and watching what you do. Oh, she's trying to put her foot on the laptop. She's gonna click y'all off. But in a few minutes, you're gonna get an extra treat, something that has been on the back burner for a few years with PoorBoy. Get back over here in this screen. Quit trying to duck out of the camera and lie. Whoop, stop. Where's your mama? You're going to have to go sit with mommy if you're going to punch buttons. But we're trying to give everybody a few more minutes to come in before he starts that. So we don't want y'all to miss that.
Go ahead. Okay, to punch on the computer.
And we have Faerie here. We had to have Andrew, her son, with tech support. Y'all see, even today, I still can't get my stuff together. Yay, we got it together for a moment. Oh. So, as you come in, hey, Ecocentric, how are you? Hit that thumbs up for me when y'all come in. Oh, you gonna go sit with Poppy? Okay. Got the granddaughters with us. You can see the little bitty one back there. Oh,
what is it? You gotta go get with mama. You gotta get cleaned up.
yeah. Mommy's busy with
Get
the
your
other
toes
one.
off of the face. Yeah. She goes.
So we have Amara, Amarah,
Oh, man.
and Adeline is the new one. And then we have two others we call our grandchildren.
Hmm?
My oldest daughter has custody of her ex-husband's two nieces.
Yeah.
They had them together. They got custody of them, the mom and the dad. That was just a bad situation. But anyway, so they had custody of those two. And they've had them for the last 4 or 5 years. Well, they got a divorce, but Michaela, our oldest daughter, fought and she's got them.
See yourself.
So
You see yourself?
that's our other two.
Yeah, you see
And
yourself.
one of those is 11 and the other just turned 16 last week.
Amara.
So
There's Amara.
they're bigger. And then these are the little ones.
That's Amara. Wave at him again.
Morning was a loss. Why was it a loss?
Hello.
The heat.
Wave. Hello. A better wave. Hello. Hey, everybody. So get your hands in the air.
We gonna make them do the get up challenge. I tried to get her on video yesterday.
To the right, to the right, to the right. Lean back now. Work the shoulders.
I tried to get her. I played the music and she's bouncing around, but she's looking at me like I was crazy.
You want down?
Okay, Steph.
All right. I gotta get out.
Hey, Select. How are you?
Amara, come here, baby. Come here. Want to go with me, Sissy?
Y'all doing all right? Now, see, I watched Select's video yesterday on reasons that he wants to homestead. And I was with him 100% on that. Oh, no. Oh, no. No.
Come here, Amara.
I was going to tell y'all when I hit the 1K for that person that was number 1,000, they were going to get a Mimsy's tumbler and a Mimsy shirt. But I was not expecting it to be a teenage boy. So they're going to get these things, but they're also going to get a cool Pink Panther racing shirt because they got to have a guy thing. And that number 1,000 person was Blaze Rare. And I don't know if y'all remember who that is, but that is Big Bear's son. So he won that prize. And he's going to get an extra bonus since he's a boy.
Yes,
So I
ma'am.
just wasn't expecting that.
Just be yourself. When you're doing the videos, just have fun with them.
You didn't look too nervous. You looked fine. I'm the one that's nervous. Oh, sorry about that. She wants Mimsy and her mommy won't let her.
Oh. Yeah, I got some merchandise. A little bit. Got t-shirts. 3 different colors right now, and then on the Mimsies, and then I've got the Mod Squad shirts, and got some stickers and that kind of stuff coming.
See one at the top with the 2 little people?
Okay, I see that.
That's how many's in the room.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll have a certain number of people comment, and you can sort of count it, but then you look up at your little counter and you're like, somebody's lurking.
We're giving PoorBoy lessons too. I mean, we're taking lessons, but we're teaching him what we already know that we're comfortable with saying we know. Oh, she's getting on that grand youngin', and the dog don't like it, so she's gonna bark now. Okay, Roxy, we got you. We got you, Roxy. Mama, let her come back to Mim Mim.
Did you first live? I don't know what I was
Bring
supposed to
her
say.
over here. Hang on just a second. We're going to introduce Adeline to y'all. Her mommy's bringing her. How old is she now? Look at this thing. If you can, with all that passy in its mouth. 6 weeks old. Oh, she heard me say passy. She didn't want the passy. Woo. I'm not.
Hello, Dave.
Good.
How you
Hey,
doing
Dave.
today? Good to see you now, buddy.
So this is the newest grand. Yeah, good to hear us.
Yeah, finally.
Absolutely. That was
We're bringing
nice.
back silent movies.
Yeah, it's the 1930s. Homesteading and silent movies.
Homesteading in silence.
I bet you would really appreciate that if it was true in life. I was just quiet all the time.
Hey, Dave.
Y'all see we got Faerie with us.
Christ in their lap.
Hey, Dub. Yeah, we have audio today because dummy me didn't turn the right mic on yesterday. I kept thinking it was supposed to be on default and it wasn't. And then I panicked. And then I really messed myself up because I panicked.
You can start on homesteading. Hello. I'm still trying to learn some of y'all's names to your channel. I ain't got all of them yet, but I'm working on it.
Getting started on homesteading is Bub. That's the one we call Belly Bub for Stubs.
Okay.
I'll have to remind you about that story. Hey, Denise.
Thank you.
They are.
They're a mess, for sure.
They're spoiled rotten. That's no doubt. So, now that we've shown you grandbabies and we've talked about the prize that we gave away for hitting the 1K, and y'all know Faerie's back there if you want to ask her questions. PoorBoy has got some things he wants to talk about, so we're going to let him do that. Hey, old school, how are you?
Good
We
afternoon.
got some volume today. And there's Karen.
Hello, Karen.
Look at this thing, Karen. This is the youngest granddaughter.
She has her eyes open at the moment.
Yeah, her name's Adeline. Adeline Claire. She's 6 weeks old.
She's looking outside.
Yeah. She sees Mimsy's garden outside. That's what it is. Y'all just thought she was looking at y'all.
Actually, we're supposed to have started getting rain by now, but so far the sun's still shining.
Adeline's, but I mean, Amara is back there sweeping my floor with something that I don't think she's a broom, but we'll find out later, won't we? Canning potatoes. I love to can potatoes. Your boyfriend? Uh-oh. Y'all, I'm going to grab this real quick and let Faerie jump up here and talk to y'all before Terry starts. Hey. We're live stream. Give me just a second to get your volume.
Come on in here, Andrew.
Come on, ready?
Oh, y'all got to upload. Scary. Scary, Faerie.
Carrying your buffering. Are we?
Hey, Overlook.
Good evening, Overlook. How are y'all?
Not until you start as full time. Here, talk to Sarah about
They're both yummy babies. They're so pretty.
They are a mess, that's for sure.
Not like having grandbabies.
Looks good. Thanks, bub.
Yay, she's back. Oh, well, you could have stayed there.
Thanks, Karen. Yeah, she hit it last night, and I didn't think she was ever gonna go sleep.
No, it made my anxiety hit the roof. I was excited, but it also put a new pressure. It's like, oh my word, you gotta
All morning, I
get
was
that
telling her,
watch hours.
You have to relax. Just relax. It's gonna be all right.
We're in Southeast Mississippi. Old school. That's where we're at. It's very, very hot and humid here. And there's Grand Youngin going loudly. Sorry.
Yeah, we're about 2 hours off the coastline, so kind of almost extreme southeast Mississippi.
Oh, no, turn that volume on.
It's real humid.
I did the same thing.
Humidity stays up there. We get humidity in the 40% range. We're thrilled with that.
Thanks, Overlook. Yeah.
I'd settle for anything around 60 right now.
I went out in Colorado last year before last,
It's been a couple of years.
with a buddy of mine. I
4
went out
years.
with him, took some time off from work, and went out with him and drove a truck. We hauled some chickens from Olathe, Colorado, back to Moselle, Mississippi, which is about 30 minutes from where we actually live. So that's a long way to haul chickens, but it was out there. It was hot. The truck broke down one time. It was like 105 degrees, and I was standing out there with a mechanic, but there was 0% humidity. So I didn't even realize the temperature was 105 degrees because it didn't feel like it.
It's going okay, Karen. It's it went through the drought time, and I thought it was going to die, but I just heavily pruned everything and just kept giving it water. I use a filter on my water hose, which I know does not get out every toxin and chemical, but it does cut the fluoride and the chloride and all that the best, that a filter can for an outside hose. And so, but it was getting to the point that was going to have to happen twice a day because it's just so hot and humid. And the minute the water hit the ground, it was just evaporated anyways, and nothing was getting nutrients. But then we started getting these storms, and we got a lot of rain this week, day before yesterday and yesterday morning. And so it's all perky and green looking. And there's a lot of new growth because I did do some fish emulsion fertilizing and stuff.
95 still hot.
Yeah. 95 and feels like 107. Yeah, it's been doing that here. We had one day that was actually feels like 126. So, needless to say, I was out of that garden before lunch. And I'm usually can take it and can stay out there all during the day. Not that day.
Okay, old school. Got to get that cannon done for sure. Appreciate you coming in here.
Yes. Put up lots of potatoes. I do them quartered up,
Blizzard at 90. I
peeled,
heard that.
unpeeled, just whichever. I like canned potatoes.
That's what I'm saying. Don't
You're freezing to death, mess hall.
Yeah.
You better put some sweats on. You
On
gonna
a jacket.
chill. A blanket. Turn the heater on. Get your cup of hot chocolate. Okay, so we're gonna let PoorBoy hit y'all, and I'm gonna go take care of something real quick.
All right, guys, y'all just hang tight for a few minutes. It's something that's been on my mind for a few weeks now, and I told Anna about it. And I told her I'd do it on my channel or I'd do it on hers, and she said just to do it on hers. So, but it's something that I haven't done in about 4 years. But it's like I said, it's something that's been on my mind. So we're gonna read a little bit of scripture and just kind of just discuss a little bit of what it means to me, and hopefully it'll help somebody else out there, help y'all. I've had to revert back to it in my life many times, and different stuff, and try to understand. I don't know why we're looking blurry for some reason, Anna. But are we blurry on y'all's end?
Maybe because I'm moving so much.
But like I said, I'm gonna be reading some scripture. Scripture this afternoon is going to come out of 1 Corinthians chapter 9. Many of you know that my hobby is racing. Racing cars. I just like to do it. I like all forms of racing, not just one particular kind. I just happen to be in drag racing at the moment, but I like it all. But I wanna talk about the race of life today that we're in. We live in a busy hour, but we'll get right on into now. I'll read a few scriptures. I'm not going to read them all, but I'm just going to read a few this afternoon and go from there. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it helps out. I'll help somebody, lift somebody up. But in 1 Corinthians chapter 9, we'll begin reading with verse number 24. It says, "Know ye not," and it's Paul speaking here. He says, "Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize, so run that you may obtain." It says, "And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible." And verse 26, he says, "I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air." And I just want to take a few minutes on those three scriptures. Like I said, they've been on my mind for a few weeks now, and talk about the race. The race that, like I said a while ago, call it the race of life. Like I said, I've been into racing, but I want to kind of get home, get right where we're living at, right where everyday life hits us. And Paul said to me in the beginning, he said, "Know ye not that they which run, they run all." It would be nice sometimes if everything in our life would just that we wanted would just come to us. We wouldn't have to put much effort into going and retrieving it, but where would we be at if we were that way? But most of the time, the Lord, when He speaks to us, we live in a society where you show it to me and I'll believe it. But and it hasn't just started now. It was that way back in the biblical days when Jesus arose. He came back, and Thomas, as you know, he didn't believe that he was Jesus until he actually had to see and feel the nail prints in his hands. And he said, then he believed. But Jesus told him, he said, "Blessed are those that haven't seen but yet believe." So, a lot of times we want something, we have to go out and we have to acquire it, and the Lord expects that of us. But Paul said that we're all in this race to run it. He said, now one's going to receive a prize. Now, kind of comparing it to to what I do as a hobby, you have the first place and the second place and the runner-ups and all that. But in this race of life, you don't have that. It's not about who finishes first or in what position that you finish in. But the scripture tells us, he that endureth to the end. So we have to endure to the end. And that's all that the Lord is looking at, is for somebody to endure to the end, not who finishes first or how they finish, but just believing and getting to that point. Sometimes, like I said, we live in a dog-eat-dog world. Everybody's trying to climb the corporate ladder, and in doing so, if you've worked out in the public very much on jobs and stuff like that, you'll know that as you try to climb the ladder and try to succeed in this life, that you'll have folks that do whatever they can to trample over you or step on you so they can get a little bit higher on that corporate ladder than what you are. And they don't give an account, or they don't think about the hurt that it's causing or whatever. They just got one goal in mind, and that's to cross that success line first, not to worry about how many that they hurt along the way. And that's kind of what's been on my mind for the last few weeks, and we see it every day. And a lot of it comes from Christian folks. If we get caught up in that thinking, sometimes, I've often heard, as my pastor used to say, no one left behind on my watch. But if we're not careful as a Christian person, we can be guilty of that. And I say that because you go to Luke's gospel, Luke chapter 10, and you begin reading there in verse number 30, you'll read about a man who left Jerusalem to go down to Jericho, and he fell among thieves. The Bible said they stripped him and they beat him and they left him for dead. Well, it wasn't long, and here's where the Christian part comes in. If we're not careful, we'll fall into this category and we'll be guilty of this. But here's where the Christian come in. The Bible said that the priest came by and saw the man laying there. But in our everyday life, we get so busy in the hustle and bustle of life and things that's going on to we neglect the very thing that the Lord is wanting us as a child of God to do. So the Bible said the priest came by and saw him and looked on him, probably had a little bit of compassion on him, but maybe he had something going on with the congregation, some other members of the church, maybe, and I don't know this and for fact, but maybe the tithe payer was a little bit, who paid a little more tithes into the church than this one did. And so they was out having to go see them. And if we're not careful, that's where we fall into the trap of the enemy. We'll let the enemy actually use us if we fall into that trap, and to thinking that they were a little more important than what this one is. And in reality, every one of us ought to be the same. It doesn't matter. There's no big I's and little U's with the Lord. Everybody, if you know him as your Savior, then he is your Lord. And but the priest passed by and he went on. A few minutes later, the Bible said a Levite came by. And I like to title Levite maybe as the deacon in the church. And the Bible said he passed by him on the other side, looked at him, had compassion on him. I feel for you, kind of, but I'm real busy right now. I've got to go tend to some affairs of the church, or I've got this board meeting and I really don't have time. I'd like to do something, but I don't really have time. So the Bible said then all of a sudden he went on about his merry way. Then all of a sudden here comes this old Samaritan. And if you know your Bible, back in the days of the Samaritan days, they were considered as nobodies. They were considered, as one spoke, they said they were considered as dogs. The Samaritan was back in the day. Even the woman that came to the well where Jesus was, she said, how are you being a Jew? Why are you even talking to me? I'm a Samaritan. I'm a nobody. Why are you taking out time of your busy schedule to talk to me, to have anything to do with me? And that's what Jesus was all about. And I think that's what he wants us to be all about. We're supposed to pick our cross up, deny ourselves, and follow him daily. And doing that, we have to do these things. And it's very easy in life to see your brother or your sister fall for whatever reason. Things come our way in life that we don't understand, that's beyond our control. Some things may come that we may have some control over, but nevertheless, they happen. And if we're not careful as a child of God that we claim to be, and we see our brother and our sister fall, or hardships, or whatever comes their way, and if we're not there to reach down with a hand to pick them up because we're so busy trying to get to where we want to get to in life, then I believe we're going to miss the mark. I believe we're missing the ultimate prize that Paul was trying to tell us about here in 1 Corinthians, about that incorruptible crown. And I firmly believe that. And like I said, this has been on my mind for several days now, several weeks, just to send out a reminder to, when we see one another fall, or we see one another struggling along, hey, let's take out time out of our busy schedule to reach back and reach out there with a hand to lift it up. It doesn't have to be a strong hand; it just needs to be a hand. And if you let the Lord use you that way, it'll be strong enough to lift up whoever it is and whatever has caused them to fall, no matter how great that it was. You'll be strong enough through the Lord's help to lift them up. And if it has to be, I've often said that I want to finish this course that's laid before me if I have to do it limping, as long as I finish. I'm not worried about trying to finish on a pedestal higher than anybody else. I'm just trying to receive the ultimate prize. And that's the prize of eternal life.
How are you?
So I hope some of this today, I know it's short, but this is something that I haven't done for about 4 years that I've struggled with and over for like I said, for at least 4 years now. I haven't done anything like this. So it took a lot for me to get the nerve up to do this, but I really felt this on my heart, and maybe it'll help somebody or remind some of us to kind of stop for a minute, pause in our busy life.
Doing good, Happy Lux. How are you?
And look back and say, hey, don't let me be blindsided, or don't let me be blinded to the needs of my brothers and sisters. And, even in the homesteading group here, I've heard it since I've become part of it through Anna, different ones. We're a big family. And to me, family, it means to me, if I see one of you struggling alone and I come by you and I don't offer my hand to lift you up or see you trip and fall, then I'm failing. I'm not only failing you, but I'm letting the Lord down. So, just take out time in our life. Let's examine ourselves. Are we doing for one another like we're supposed to be doing or need to be doing? Because it's very easy to get caught up in everyday life and, like I said, the hustle and bustle of things. So let's just slow down and examine ourselves and ask the Lord every day, Lord, am I doing what I need to be doing for my fellow brothers and sisters? Am I helping somebody out today? I may have said this before on our jobs. Before we leave in the mornings, we have several of us we'll open up in prayer for protection of our families, pray for those that are sick, suffering, going through things, and pray the Lord brings us home back to our family safe and sound every day. And I don't know very many other organizations in our area that does that, but I know we've done it and have done it for years and years and years. But it helps a lot, and I believe that goes a long way in our safety every day. Not saying that things aren't going to happen, because they will, but we can be there for one another and lift one another up and give one another strength. So have any questions or comments, feel free, throw them on there. Throw a thumbs up. If you enjoy this, if it's helped you out, send out a thumbs up. Let me know I wasn't just talking to be talking, but it's something that's really been on my heart, been on my mind for quite some time now, and I just want to share it with y'all. I appreciate y'all jumping in here and listening in and giving an attentive ear So just be mindful, you know, when the days to come, and let's be there for one another, lift one another up. And I thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Y'all,
All right.
I checked this phone. I got a Marco Polo, and it was Chris from Single Dad. He was apologizing because they're doing Eli's birthday today, so he couldn't jump on live. But I was letting him see y'all and see the chat line from my view. So I'm gonna answer him back real quick.
Yes,
We're
they do,
on live, so you're not missing us, and everybody's out there saying, "Hey, Single Dad."
Hello, bud.
Tell Eli happy birthday. We love y'all.
Eli.
Okay. All right. So that's always fun. Get those
Springfield
Marcos in the
Reed.
middle
Okay,
of the
bud. Appreciate it. Thumbs up. Appreciate it.
You're on the computer.
Maybe there's some of them that jump on here, you know, even after the live's over with, and go back and,
Hey, Mark.
and listen to it. You know, listen to it as much as you need to. And, you know, at times when you feel down, go back and listen to it. You know, and get strength from it.
That's true, Karen. It doesn't take much. Sometimes it's just as simple as somebody smiling at you and saying hello, or mentioning your name, or, you know.
Yeah, Springfield, go back if you get a chance, when you get a chance, and listen to it. Thank you, Karen. I do too.
Y'all, he preached for 26 years before circumstances worked it to where he hadn't been lately. But he has the same effect as he did then. Puts the babies to sleep. Just kidding. Somebody's got to harass him to lighten the mood.
Hey, Linda.
Hey, Linda.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say that, guys, but I did evangelize and pastored for 20-something plus years. And it got to the point to where...
That's true, Dave. Hey, Rose.
I reckon I just need to do a live one day and kind of give my testimony of what I used to do and why I'm not doing it as much anymore. But to me, it was interesting. Just got to the point to where I was unsure of where the Lord wanted me, and you know, to be at, 'cause it never would seem to work out right for whatever reason. But it hadn't left me. It's still there, no matter how much sometimes I try to deny it within me. I hear a song on the radio, or hear something on TV, or hear something on the phones about preaching and stuff, and it brings back memories that I do miss it a lot. So I just want to be a vessel wherever the Lord wants me to be. If it's on YouTube, then so be it. I'll be happy with that. As long as I'm able to be used by Him and help somebody out. Because the Lord knows I need help from time to time, for sure.
Oh, Karen.
I will.
We've
I
been
will
there
live for
before.
Linda. I'll do a video on that, and we'll get that up and get that out pretty soon.
Julie, that's what I said to you. I said I was panicked and aggravated yesterday, but it's all in God's timing, and that's what I told Jim and Denise this yesterday. We were on Marco, and I told her, I said, it's all in God's timing.
That's right, Karen. That's what I'm talking about right there. Just, you know, somebody that's down, they may not have any idea that anybody else knows or that anybody else cares, and then
Absolutely,
somebody
old
lets the
school.
Lord use them. You know, what a blessing it is to that one that's in that situation.
Yeah. I told him, I said, you may not be in a church or on the evangelistic field anymore because we take care of his dad and my mom. So the sitters that we use most of the time, other than my neighbor, they go to church. And I'm not going to pull them out of church to come sit here for me to go to church. I mean, I just don't feel right about that. So I told him, I said, you got a huge platform right here. use my page. We'll build yours up, his channel, and then he can use it too. And
That's right.
we'll eventually end up combining the two channels probably in a
Old
year or
school,
so.
we'll definitely remember you and your family when we do pray. Sure will.
Absolutely, Julie. And I told him, I said, we're family. It's overwhelming to him right now because, hey, Mr. Charles,
Consider joy. That's right. We are the church.
I told him, I said, it's like family. He has not been involved with the YouTube family as long as I have. And I didn't really talk to him a whole lot about it because he was, doing his things. He's working all the time. He's stressed out with his job. He's, we got his dad to worry about with my mom.
Oh,
there's
Mr.
a lot of
Charles,
things.
how are you?
So he did not realize what a big family we had created amongst us. Y'all know Jen and I, we always doing stuff together. Well, now we've brought him and her husband, River Rat, towboating, into that loop. And so it's a little bit shocking to them, a little bit overwhelming of how big the family is and that there's other folks out there just like us.
Stringfield? No, I have not. I'm gonna have to get back on there and see that. I might know what you're talking about, but I'm not 100% sure. And if it is, yeah, we were excited when we heard about it for sure.
It is. Buddy did his back to the pond.
Okay, I didn't know if they had done put it up yet or not.
They did.
Yeah, that's awesome. I was just thrilled to hear that. Way to go, buddy.
Yeah, Denise had told us about it yesterday. She and I talk back and forth most every day. So since the bash, we just kind of bonded a little bit there because he and Buddy have so much in common. And so we knew what was going on. I was hoping they would video it. Didn't know if they were going to put it out there for the world, but they did. And it's great. Because Buddy's a minister too.
It's a great outreach, Karen. It can
Felt
be.
like he needed to redo.
It can be used for the opposite, or it can be used to draw one another. And we like to use it to draw one another and build one another up, not for it to be used in so many ways of tearing people down. There's enough of that going on.
Oh, the little dog's gonna bark because the big dog outside's barking. Y'all, this
She
kid's
just wants to be
heavy.
heard.
This cute little granny.
Hello, Rainbow 505. How are you?
Passed out.
Appreciate you jumping in here.
Hey, Rainbow. Yeah, Miss Linda, family and the church.
Y'all may not know this, but she has at times got on, preached to me more than probably she has anybody else. She does a good job at it.
Oh, I think they've probably heard a little bit of my toe stomping out in that garden every now and then. Maybe. I may have edited some of that out.
Okay, Karen, I appreciate you coming in here.
Yeah, thank you, girl. Thanks for being a big old cheerleader.
Yeah, y'all have a good weekend, rest of it.
If you're not subscribed to the Busy Little House and you're on here, check her channel out. We'll get Jen to post her link up. She's modding back there. Mod squad. We'll let her post the Busy Little House link and y'all check her out. If you like it, and I know you will, hit that subscribe button. Give her a thumbs up. You have to watch a video and comment and thumbs up within the first 48 hours for YouTube to leave you alone. Otherwise, they pull the numbers. And they like to do that anyway, so don't give them a reason to. Just go ahead and follow their little rules.
If y'all talk to any of them that's not on here, I know several of them's got things going on, but if you talk to them that may not know what went on today's live, put the word out. Tell them to go back and put it up. Check it out. It may be something that they needed to hear or whatever. Be sure to pass the word along. That's how we all get involved.
Yeah.
By passing the word along, and that's picking one another up. So yeah, y'all pass it on to ones that may not be in here. And talk to them.
I'm gonna tell you this too. In this chat line, the old Alabama gardener is listening and watching. He's commented. I've seen him. that is my go-to source for gardening questions. So if you're not subscribed to him, you need to do that. And you can type up any topic, any vegetable. He's got a video for it, and he's got the answers you're going to need, especially in this heat. That's one reason that I started following him, is because he's a Southerner, and Southerners know how to deal with the heat and what the vegetables can take and what they can't. And he's the wealth of advice.
Yes,
I mean, I don't mind you asking
Wow.
me. I'll answer what I can, but most likely I'm going to share a link of his to you. And that's what I typically do on Facebook. I get inbox questions. I got one yesterday. How do you grow something or other? And so I just went to his page and shared the link. And then we got
nervous about
a question about how to grow sugarcane, and
I don't know.
I've
Well,
never
she
done
knows.
that. So I've linked him to Danny at Deep South, because he's the sugarcane man around here. So, but yes, old Alabama gardener. Definitely.
Yeah.
The cutie
don't know.
pie is my granddaughter. Or are you talking about this one?
Yeah, me, sure. Who said that?
Rainbow.
Thank you, Rainbow.
Oh, she's trying to sleep and we're too loud. It's okay. This is the granddaughter. The next to the youngest.
We knew you was talking about this. I have to take them anywhere I can get them.
That's too funny.
He thought I was pointing at him. What if I was
he was
pointing
talking
at
about the
Jen?
baby.
Well, I could have been talking about Jen.
I mean,
We just messing with you.
So, y'all want to ask him any questions? Hit him up now. We'll get him talking.
Ooh, I may not can answer them, but we'll try.
I can tell you a little bit. The only thing y'all really need to know is he's been married to me for 30 years this year, and he's tolerated me really, really well in all my shenanigans and all my ditziness and all my crazy adventures.
and now you're YouTubing.
Now we YouTube together. That's funny.
My lime green shirt I got on, it looks white. I guess from that light coming through this window.
How did we
Y'all
meet,
hit the
Faerie?
thumbs up if y'all enjoying it.
You get to tell Linda.
Well, I think we actually first met when our kids were in school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were little.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stringfield.
And then we connected again when they got a little older.
And now that our kids are grown, we just forsook the kids and took to each other. So he works during the day, he's gone, but her husband works off for months at a time, so he's really gone.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
she has her son right there with her, so I mean she's not alone, but she has more free time, so I drag her off over here and drag her off on my excursions.
I'm liking it more and more as I get on it and get used to it. I've watched YouTube videos of different stuff for years, but never been on anything like this. So it's truly a different experience for sure. But I'm warming up to it. I'm liking it pretty good. Like I said, I just want to be used.
We tried to describe it to him and my husband what we were experiencing with it not being just friends, y'all are family, and it was hard to describe until they went to the bash and met everybody. Now y'all kind of understand a little bit what we were talking about. So.
Can y'all hear her?
I'm in the back.
Gonna have to speak up, sister.
He said he had the microphone turned up pretty good.
Okay. Yeah. Teresa, I think I told you already, but March 21st is the date for Deep South Homestead Gathering in the spring, 2020, March 21st. Maybe you and Amber could ride down together if you can't talk Lee into coming. And there's a bunch of us, and I still haven't looked into it. I keep forgetting to do this. But a bunch of us talking about renting a huge cabin or a couple of big cabins, and everybody just splitting the cost and us all staying together for that, night before and the night of. So it'd be 2 nights. And that way it'd probably be cheaper. Oh, good. You'll have a blast riding that far with her.
If any of the ones on here is interested or whatever is interested on the car, there will be more videos to come as soon as we can get it out of all the doctor's offices, I guess you could say, for cars. We having to do a lot to it, and some things are being delayed getting here, so I can get it put back together, some parts for it. So we're gonna go back and gonna get some more videos, not only of it, but other ones doing some racing, and also that'll be coming up. It seems like it's taking forever to me,
What's the
but
name of that hotel we're going to stay
hopefully in a few more weeks at latest we'll have some more video to show you
Capitol
guys.
Plaza.
Looking forward to
that. Stringfield, are y'all going to Stivers too? Since you're so close?
Consider Joseph, where we staying at for Stivers?
We're going to be at Capitol Plaza. Jen just put it in.
I see it now.
And other grandbaby's fussy too. She acts like she's hungry all the time. But she's preemie, so she's got a little belly, so she can only handle a little bit of food at a time, so she probably is hungry. We won't be in
Harvest season.
Oh, okay. How far are they from you, Teresa?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I knew he drove a truck. I didn't know what kind. House is back.
Yeah, you have to go when those times call. You have to kind of have to be there. I understand that.
Yes, you can
Yeah.
click on that name or the 3 dots out beside their name if you're on a laptop or computer. And you can go to their channel and check them out. But be sure if you do that you watch one of their videos and comment and give them a thumbs up. It just has to be one, but it has to be done within the first 48 hours or your subscription doesn't count.
Yeah, 3-hour drive.
Hey,
That's not
Flatter.
bad at all.
How are you? So I don't know who all's done what or been here long enough to know anything, and I've got to wiggle. This kid's heavy. Oh, I'm gonna show y'all if I can get it without dropping this kid.
You want me to hold it up?
Yeah.
All right.
Woo! Oh my goodness.
Let me back it out. I mean, I can see if that light coming through that window.
Here, I got it.
Kind of on an angle. Mimsy's garden.
Y'all see the
Tumbler.
cup
And
and the t-shirt. Oh, okay.
let's see here.
Where's the kid?
Now,
Anyway,
got
this is the royal blue Mimsy's garden.
t-shirt. You can see that?
That is what the prize was for the 1,000th subscriber. Oh goodness, this kid is gonna wear me out. Anyway, for the 1,000th subscriber, that's what we were sending in some seeds. However, we're gonna also throw in a PoorBoy Homestead Pink Panther Racing shirt because the 1,000th subscriber was a teenage boy.
Yeah, get on there, Rose, and check them out. Check all those videos out.
So it was Blaze Rare, which is Big Bear, Jason, and Robin's son. And so he's our 1,000 subscriber winner. And then in the same 24 hours, PoorBoy hit his first 100. So that's awesome. We'll have to get him going on some memorabilia too. I'm working on it. We've got his Pink Panther racing shirts, and then we've done one design for PoorBoy, or one that we've printed for just him. I've got to get some more of those printed, and then we've got another design or two that we're working on.
Yeah, he was 1,000. He made the 1,000.
Yeah. And I've got a screenshot of him on the phone when he did it. Oh, sorry, y'all. Bear put him on Marco Polo when he did it and got the screenshot of it. So that was cool. I'll have that as a memory. Whew, she's heavy, y'all. And cranky. But if I tried to lay her down, she's going to wake up and scream because she's a real light sleeper. Are you printing online or local there? I have a friend that has a press and vinyl machine and all that stuff in her boutique. She does boutique clothing, but she started out as a t-shirt printer. So I design them and I order my own blank t-shirts because it's cheaper that way. Then I take them to her and she does them on demand. That way I don't have to buy 150 of them at one time.
Did you get your Marco Polo back up, Linda? After it crashed, you re-download it?
Oh, you gonna reinstall it? It should be okay though once you do that.
Should be.
My goodness. Well, if you need to, you can Marco me. You've got my stuff. Well, if you're going to do a whole bunch at a one time, you might do okay through Teespring or what was that other company? Spreadshirt. But I wouldn't, for me, I wasn't going to use Teespring because to make any money off of it, you had to charge so much. Like, I don't know if y'all remember the Stivers first shirts they did. To get one of those shirts was $28.50. That's a lot of money for a t-shirt. But now they're using the other lady, the lady that created the shirt in the first place, Broken Superstitions, and she's not as expensive.
Flat Earth Forms, welcome. Glad you jumped on him.
Teresa, if you get a bunch done, let me know. I want an extra large. I'll buy one. Because I like those navy blue ones. Yours is the only one I've seen so far that's been navy blue. And I like dark. I like black.
Spreadshirt is cheaper.
Yeah. So if you've got a big quantity that you want, use Spreadshirt then. For me, I ordered a large quantity of blank shirts. I did order black, but in that royal color and the coral color Mimsy shirt, I've got a lot of blank ones in there. Trying to stock up for Shindig because Faerie and I are going to have a booth at Shindig, and I'm going to do t-shirts. And y'all know Wildcat Hollow Mike. He's got a design for me to get done for that too. So we're going to have Mod Squad shirts there, Mimsy shirts there. Hopefully we'll have some Faerie shirts there. And PoorBoy, her Faerie shirts are going to be great when she gets them done. It's just a matter of getting it done. Her daughter drew the design and it's awesome. So we'll have lots of t-shirts, a lot of funny shirts. We'll probably do some with her slogan.
She needs to do a slogan.
Deep South is going to use her slogan, but Jen's the one that came up with it. Come as friends, leave as family. So I mean, there'll be lots of things to choose from at the Shindig. Now at Stivers we can't sell, but now we can swap. And I talked to Jen about us doing a t-shirt swap, and she's got that on her list of things to figure out how to do. So if you have a channel shirt and you're going to Stivers, bring some of them. You know, some folks will want to swap with you.
Yeah, consider Joe.
I will.
If she does a Slug Thug shirt, we'll
Yes.
get you one.
Actually, Julie designed the Slug Thug shirt.
Oh, okay.
I just haven't got it to print yet. We've got to get it darker. But I did show it to the print girl. So we'll do a few of those up for Shindig. And then we'll do some different ones too. Yeah. The Slug Thug Killer. We're going to do a few of those.
I like that one myself.
It's got beer on it.
Slug Thug Killer.
Got a beer can on the slug.
I just like the name.
Crushing him.
Linda's asking about her
When's the
Moss
Moss
shirt.
Quarter shirt to be ready?
It's at the printer. It should be ready before August the 1st. You know, I told y'all she moved her boutique. And so she was completely closed for 2 weeks. And so I had to order some different sizes in the black. And so those came
Oh, I
in
didn't hear
last
about that other
Tuesday and I got them
little
to her last Wednesday. So it takes her about 2 weeks to get an order done, especially when I give her a handful of them. So I told her I needed it by August the 1st. And so as soon as I get those, it will be in the mail to you. And it'll come to you priority mail.
I hear you, Overlook.
You can't go to the Stivers? No. Well, okay. So save you money and either make it happen that you come to Shindig or Deep South Homestead for the Deep South gathering March the 21st. Take your pick. Both of them will be good. Deep South is going to be real laid back. It's going to be more picnic style like the Stringfields.
More fellowship and style.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, because last year was hustle. Well, this year was hustle and bustle.
And then
Cool, huh? Planning on it.
the
Great.
Shindig, you know, it's going to be a busy, but it'll be a lot of big channels and things like that. And a lot of booths.
Yeah, that is so overlooked.
Deep South will not have as many booths. So if you're interested in a booth for Deep South, you need to get with Wanda now because it's limited space.
Heck yes, my
I
grass.
Hey, girl.
They done got the building and all.
Yes.
What
It's at the
Heard the other
community
night.
center there in Wiggins. It's only 5 miles from the
Hi,
homestead.
Teresa. Tell Lee he missed out.
He's demanding
All right,
your
Teresa.
attention.
Appreciate you getting in there. Tell Lee we say hello.
Yeah. I hope his back is better. Good Lord.
I know
Y'all got the boogie in y'all.
I have sympathy pains for him. I guarantee you I've been battling mine for several weeks now.
He throwed his out dancing.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Yeah, he did that get it up challenge with her.
I may
Remember
throw
I
mine
showed
back in. You reckon?
I showed him. He just doesn't remember. I'll remind him. I'll show him again. That'll get you another view. Oh, he's going to be rolling.
I've seen so many of them. I can't remember which ones I've watched and which ones I haven't.
I'm telling y'all, Cog Hills was my favorite. Now, there was another one that used their animals too, and it was cute too.
Oh,
but,
kiss my grass. How are you?
but Cog Hill Farms is my absolute favorite right
I did
now.
not realize how close Cock Hill Farms was to us.
I know they're not but 2.5 hours, if that far.
Road trip.
That's what I'm thinking.
Somebody on
He
one
may
of the
not like
lives the other night was from Loosedale.
Yeah,
I don't remember who it
but that was
now.
on Deep South Live, and there's a lot of local people there,
Oh, okay.
so not uncommon. And there's a lot of homesteaders in Mississippi. You got, I'm not gonna name them all because there's too many, but you got Gossmania and the Max Happy Homestead, Deep South, Fairy Tale Creations, PoorBoy Homestead.
River Rat Towboating.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Homestead Mama.
yeah, Melissa and Ben from
Carmen.
and the Beach family.
Beach family. Southern Blessed.
Yeah. There's a
Oh.
lot of homesteaders in Mississippi.
Wow, I didn't
Grandma
realize
Rose.
Grandma Rose.
that. Didn't realize that.
Yeah. And we're missing a bunch. Lou.
Yeah.
We are missing a bunch, but they're there.
Rainbow 5, I appreciate that. I really do. I was really nervous about it.
What is the Ask Me
But
challenge?
that helped me a lot. Appreciate that.
Tell us what it is, Kiss My Grass. We've not heard of it yet.
Yes, Rainbow. We had church in here today.
And I'll do some more if y'all want me to. You know, I don't want to just be doing them, but if I'm actually helping somebody and y'all want to hear it, just you know, just send me a message or whatever, and we'll pray about it, and you know, let the Lord lead us on what we need to speak on, and we'll be doing some more of them if everybody enjoys it and this helps out. I don't know. Ask Me challenge.
Yeah, I asked her to tell us what it is. So she's probably
Oh.
typing.
Okay.
Never get old.
Mm-mm.
Oh, single dads, Marco and me again. Well, let's see what that is. I hope he's having a good time. Y'all, he's a big help. Him and Bear both.
The heat up challenge.
The Get Up challenge.
The get no.
I tried to tell him. Well, Bear tried to tell him to do it with the Mustang,
I done got too old.
and I,
can't do
if
it.
it was running and we were going to a track anytime real soon, I think I could do enough clips of getting him going to the left, to the right, and all that. And
If I happen to win, I might do one. Accidentally.
we just have to see.
That's all right over there. I understand.
Just being cute. So we love you. We hope you too. And the start is there. Congratulations.
Got to drive home. There we go. Be careful out there on that road.
Okay, I don't know if y'all will be able to see this or not. Can you get her for a dropper?
I don't know if I can or not.
Oh, let Poppy hold you for a minute. I'm gonna try to show y'all. It's a Marco from Chris, and it's to y'all.
Hey guys, Single Dad Homestead. We're at the Witch eating, celebrating Eli's birthday. And Elan's just being cute. So we love you. We hope you too. And the start is there. Congratulations, Mims, on 1,000. See you later.
Were y'all able to see that?
That was so cute.
That was Chris from Single Dad telling y'all, hey. That's our home skittle.
Boy.
That's what I call him. Like a little brother. He's so funny. There's Overlook. Y'all want me to put her on live? I'm gonna check it, girl. I'm gonna check it.
Hey, Anna. We want to tell you congratulations.
Absolutely on your 1,000 subscribers. Mark and Sarah from Overlook Valley Homestead.
Appreciate that, guys.
I'm gonna be playing these all day, I think. Y'all gonna watch this one too. I'm gonna try to get it focused in for you. Ooh.
Hey, Anna. We want to tell you congratulations.
Absolutely on your 1,000 subscribers. Mark and Sarah from Overlook Valley Homestead.
That's Overlook Valley. They're in the chat line. Click their link and go check them out too. They need some love. So Faerie's going to put their link up for you because I just recruited her to do that. I didn't ask. I just demanded.
Taking all volunteers.
She's good at that. So that was fun. Thank y'all. Y'all gonna make my anxiety go through the roof. exciting time, but it's also nerve-wracking for me because it's like, can't believe so many folks want to listen to this little Southern hick chick and all that jazz.
Let's make a new one. Can't make it out.
Trying to get moving challenge. Yeah, that would be me.
Yeah.
It would have to be full of coffee and monsters to get me moving like that. Thanks, Julie. We love y'all too.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So I don't know if y'all know this the story about how Fairy Tale came about. Not the name. Y'all know that was her photography business. But I'm gonna tell y'all. You may have heard it again, but I'm old, so I can repeat myself and you'll be all right. In my story.
Okay.
I'm kidding. You want to tell them?
I'll let you do it.
She done started now.
That's right.
Go ahead.
You're the
You tell
storyteller.
Last year, I had already been really, probably for a year or a little longer, following Deep South Homestead and checking them out. And then I found out about the gathering and the other channels were going to be there and stuff. And I had my channel, but, I wasn't really doing a whole lot with it. Maybe once every week, 2 weeks, a month. Maybe I might do something just kind of documenting for the grand youngins. Wasn't thinking a whole lot about it. But I invited Jen and my neighbor, because my neighbor's crazy as a Bessie bug, but she's a prep steader. She likes to prep and she likes to homestead. And so I invited them. Didn't tell them exactly what we were doing. I just told them we were going for a fun day, basically. And got them almost to Wiggins, or at least probably halfway there anyway, because I didn't want them to make me turn around and bring them back home. Y'all overlook that baby screaming her mama won't take her out of the room. Or her daddy. Her daddy's got her. That's what it is. That's what's wrong with that baby. The daddy's got her. They won't poke a passy in her mouth.
Missing Cassie.
Uh-oh.
She's letting her presence know she is here.
Yeah, she's loud. She's got some lungs for a preemie. Anyway, I'll give them just a second.
I'm out of the screen, guys, because I'm holding the other one. And she's asleep on me.
Oh, it's okay. I'm going to put you back in the screen.
Get her in the screen.
She's okay. Anyway, waited till we were almost halfway there so they couldn't make me turn around and come back home. Or I would be able to refuse anyway.
Yeah.
And so
Me too. Overlook.
And so then I said, I told him, I said, if we're going to a homesteaders gathering, and a lot of them have YouTube channels, and the host has a YouTube channel that's really big, and there's going to be a lot of cameras there, and folks might or might not, but they might recognize who I am. So you might be needing to be prepared to be on camera, or either turn around, walk away if somebody comes at you and you don't want to be on camera. And they were like, what? Well,
Sir.
I mean, that was just my way of dealing with it, because I didn't tell any of my friends. She's got the little baby. She can't get her.
Charlie sitting there.
Charlie, come get Amara, please.
Just get them on. I hate to wake her up.
Papa's trying to shove off
She was her
baby.
head was falling. Bless her heart. Thank you. Ooh, that girl's heavy.
Oh, Rainbow, that's sweet. That's so sweet.
Thank you.
Tell her we said hello. Or, hello, Rainbow's daughter. We could do that way.
We just being us.
Then after we went to the gathering,
Okay.
and I started watching people's videos, and now I know who everybody is, and I think back to the gathering, I was like, oh, they were there, and they were there, and they were there, and I didn't know anybody, and now I do, and it's like, oh, man, I could have said, hey.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Frida.
Hi. How are you? How old are you?
This the water?
Hey,
Yeah.
Anna,
What's that?
tech support passed out.
Oh, bless it.
I seen that while ago when I turned around.
I'm gonna do
I
something.
put him to sleep too,
I'm
didn't I?
gonna do something. I'm gonna get in trouble. Y'all watch. This is Jim's son.
I'm gonna have to get out of the way. Can't see him.
You can't see his
Yeah.
face, but you
He's
can
laid
see
back.
he is laid out in that recliner.
Tech support is out.
I wore his brain out. Oh, y'all know I can't do anything straight by myself.
16.
Wow.
Driving age.
My dad always found a reason to ground me so I couldn't get my driver's license till I got older. He knew what a klutz I was.
She still scares me sometimes. No, not really.
This is a live stream, but it might be a dead stream before long.
Just put it this way. They put those little handles up there over the door. They come in handy sometimes.
Roxy and Gus's bed's like right over here. It's available.
We'll put him in the doghouse. Oh,
He's
she
driving.
woke
Your mom
up.
hates it. That's something as the parent we have to get slowly adjusted to that, to the kids driving. And one thing I found out on the kids when they first start driving,
You too.
before maybe right around the time they get in their license, they're wanting to go. They were thinking of errands to run for you. Let me go get it. Let me go do this. And once they get their license and they drive for a little while, that goes away.
Crap handles.
It's like, I'm busy, or do I have to? I don't know what's up with that.
I have to grab those old crap handles too, because he thinks he's driving an 18-wheeler sometimes. He takes those wide turns.
Being safe.
Yeah, I think you grabbed him a couple of times when I was driving back
Yeah.
to Tennessee.
I wasn't gonna tell on you like that. You told on yourself.
I grabbed mine a couple times. We come back from Bayou Bash.
She probably didn't see me. She may have thought she saw me grab the handle, but she probably didn't see me pushing the brake either from the passenger side.
The floorboard has
Yeah, her husband's one to ride with.
new
want an
imprints in the
experience,
floorboard
a
from
scary
brake
experience.
stoppage.
If you like Fright Night,
Next time I'll drive.
Yeah, it's not
we
so
ain't
fun
riding with him
sometimes.
no more. I'm just kidding.
Ain't nothing wrong with them wide turns, as long as there ain't something in the other lane.
Well, see, that's just it. He waits till the last second to turn his signal on, and then he takes those wide turns, and stuff's coming. He says he pays taxes on both sides of the road, but
Yeah, that's scary when they don't stay in their lanes for sure.
Right. Yeah, I'm kind of a slowpoke driver nowadays. Used to be lead-footed, but one of my good friends had a horrendous wreck, and after that, I decided to slow my tail down. So that's that.
I'll do a little talk on prayer one of these lives, and give y'all a testimony that happened to us several years ago involving Anna over here and our oldest daughter and my mom. I'll have to share that with y'all sometime. It's a really stirring deal, and I didn't know the power of prayer to that magnitude until that day.
Yeah.
I'll have to share that with y'all.
You're in town. You're the old granny people get mad at for driving. Me too. Yep.
A cliffhanger. I will, Linda.
That'll be
I'll
next
share that.
weekend. We're trying to decide on when to do lives instead of doing spontaneous all the time. But we don't want to step on other folks' toes for sure. Because most everybody we know has something scheduled every day of the week, and usually in the evening times. So we we just chose to start doing them the weekend afternoons. Like it was supposed to be yesterday. We'd been doing them on Saturday afternoons about 3 or 3:30 Central Time, but things failed. Part of that was my error. Part of that I think was the devil just trying to hinder him. We're trying to figure out when, because we don't want to step on anybody's toes, because everybody has helped us so much. I mean, you know, and then some channels have 2 or 3 a week, and it makes it hard to work around.
Yeah, I mentioned yesterday, I think it was, Linda, when I seen your comment on the heat exhaustion.
Midnight Lives, Jim.
If it's like anything else, that
Oh yeah, there's
one of our
another one
guys
coming soon,
was,
Rainbow.
from now on, you may not be able to take the heat as much as you did before you went through that. That's what most people experience. They get where they can't stand the heat anymore like that. It's very easy to get overheated again than it was the first time that it happened. So you got to watch out for that. Be
That's
real
true,
careful with
Julie.
that. So when's your Midnight Lives coming in?
Very soon. Very soon.
We're going to eventually get the Skype figured out of how to transport her in so she and I can do some stuff together.
It could be, Teresa. It very well could be. Like I said, I've kind of stepped back these last 3 or 4 years, just kind of waiting on the Lord to lead me to where I needed to be, and you know, with around the right people that I needed to be. So that's
Hey,
kind of
J-Dog.
we're at where we're at. We're just kind of feeling our way through it and just kind of
Are
back
you
up
back?
and letting Him lead us.
The grandbaby's back. She's awake now. She got moved around just a little too much.
Julie, you need to at least mark her us when you get to the hootenanny so we can see what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah. You can video, like turn the little camera thing around and video what you're doing as you're talking to us too. I figured that one out yesterday. Which I don't know why it took me so long to figure it out. That's a video chat.
Hey, J
I was like, you know, y'all know
Hey,
me.
Robin.
What's up, J-Dog?
Hey, Robin.
How's it going, bud?
How are you doing, girl? Howdy. It hurts me. Oh, man. J-Dog, you know the other night when you got timed out on, I think it was on Single Dads Live.
Yeah, he kept getting walked.
Yeah, that was some new moderators doing that didn't understand that we don't correct or time out for that. And so I had to get on them pretty hot and heavy. And once that was done,
Sweet girl.
they backed off. So
Yeah, woke up.
don't feel like you can't come back up in there.
Happy?
It was just
Yeah, it just
overly
happens.
sensitive folks. You know, they thought the word retarded was a bad thing to say, and I'm thinking, no, YouTube is retarded.
You used it in the right context.
Yeah, don't fret that, but don't be mad at Chris either, because he didn't know what was going
I didn't
on,
know what was going on.
and he was wondering why I was throwing a fit, because he calls Jen and I his head moderators, and so when I started squawking, "Don't hide, J-Dog," you know, and he was like, "Whoa, wait, what's going on, Mimsy?" You know, so we got it took care of. So you're cool.
And
Don't feel bad
sometimes
about
it
it.
happens accidentally. You know, just overzealous and trying to catch every little thing, and you know,
Yeah.
especially if they're
And
new
some
at it.
channels are like that. They're very, you know, overkill on don't say this word, don't say that word. But now his is not like that, mine's not like that, hers is not like that. But you know, when you got new moderators and they're overexcited, and some of them, now why I don't know, but they feel the pressure of me being on there or Jen being on there, and they want to try to be quick, you know, when we're laying back trying to watch to see exactly what's going on. Because you get a lot of foreigners too, but that doesn't mean anything bad's going on. You got to sit there and watch. You need to check their channels. You know, some have content, some don't. But even if they don't have content, it may just be a YouTube watcher. So, and some of those newer moderators have not figured that out yet, and they're just like, bam.
Yeah, unless it's just something obvious, just kind of do a little homework.
I'll have to go check that out, J-Dog.
I saw that you made a video on it, and I tried to get over there on it while you were doing it, but it was buffering that night for me.
Free on in the box fan.
Yeah,
Hey, if
Rainbow, it
If
can.
you can invent that, J-Dog, you be on something, buddy.
Hey, I saw something on Facebook. They took this tote, they put ice in it, and they
Yeah.
had a box fan on top.
And it
hole in
works.
the lid, and
It definitely works.
Hey, Farmer Mark. Guess who? Who you
Who that?
be?
Who that?
You sound like a hoot owl.
Who
Yeah, Rainbow, we are actually going to work on a collaboration video between the two of us on modding and all that kind of stuff. We've been asked to do that. We just hadn't sat down to actually do it. So, but I do think it would be a good thing.
It'll come, Rose. It'll come. You ain't gotta wait for
Farmer
something
Mark, I knew who you were.
spectacular to put on your channel. Just something that you're doing every day. Just be yourself. That's what they all told me whenever I got interested in. They helped me get interested in doing the YouTube. Just be yourself and whatever your everyday activities is. You never know what may inspire and help somebody else. Out. So content will come. It's there.
Yeah, Linda, I saw where you had commented that in that stream.
work, sleep.
And I don't know that those exact folks were offended themselves. I just think they were having the fear that somebody else would.
The block ice, yeah. Only thing about the desert, when it gets dark, it gets cold. Most of the time.
Yeah, Rainbow. We try to watch and not hammer too hard, too fast, because his channel has grown tremendously in a very short period of time. And you don't want to run off everybody's
A lot of new ones over
new
there.
subscribers for sure.
Okay,
Bye,
SH
Steph.
Lemonade. We'll see you
Bye,
later.
Steph.
Appreciate you coming in. Have a good night.
Yeah, they may have been thinking they were protecting him.
Yeah, they probably didn't mean it in any bad way. They just was new at doing it and may not recognize, who you were.
Yeah, I'm real careful for myself about who I make a moderator because of that. Now, he added several one night when the trolls were more than she and I could handle by ourselves, and so, but he hasn't went back and removed any, and that's perfectly fine. Because everybody's got to learn. I had to learn. I learned from watching Brenda at Duncan 1900. I watched her like a hawk for a long time before, which I think Homesteading the Hard Way, that was one of the first channels to ever make me a mod. And they were making everybody a mod. But I never did anything. I just sat back and watched. And I knew that Brenda was a mod for a lot of channels. So I just watched her. Mark, I just gave you a wrench. So check and see if it worked.
Yeah, I told her I was they're gonna have to make me a shirt. Mod Squad in training. That's gonna be
we're
mine.
gonna make him a shirt.
Mod Squad in training.
Yeah, Brenda's a good one to watch, and Inside Kate's Kitchen is a good one to watch. There's several good moderators out there. Some of them are more comfortable posting links, and then some of them are more comfortable hammering the trolls, but they also know to sit back and watch and don't jump on it so fast that you're knocking out somebody that's just there to be there, and their comments aren't meant to be derogative or anything.
Oh, don't drop it on toe, baby.
He's not here right now, but
Look.
Wildcat has done an awesome job.
Yes, he did.
He was modding for
Oh,
the
that
whole
bash.
Bayou Bash.
Yeah, and that was his first time to ever mod.
Like I said,
8
8 hours.
hours.
8.
So he got broke in right.
Throwing them links up.
He was seeing a computer screen when he went to sleep when he closed his eyes.
But he's real tech savvy anyway, and he knew what to do. So, Mod Squad,
That's because
Mimsy.
they have such backups. And me and River Rat
Mm-hmm.
keep them straight.
Yep, I'm gonna teach him how to mod.
Yeah, I'm gonna teach him too. He already knows to get in there and tell everybody to hit the thumbs up. that's
I
the
did
first
good.
rule of modding. Tell everybody to hit
I
their
did good.
host's thumbs up. See, now y'all just learned something.
I'm learning. I'm just slow, but I'm learning.
What I also do, well, that is very helpful. It was
Come
real helpful for Chris, and I do it for Bear and whoever else that I'm modding for that night, is I'm listening as much as I can, if it's not heavily trolled,
You want a chair?
to what the host is talking about. And if they mention a channel, I go pull that channel and throw that link up. And Faerie does the same thing. So, like Overlook Valley a while ago, I had her throw their link up because we were talking to them. We were talking about them. They got on my Marco, so we got her to throw the link up.
For my Mark, y'all hit that thumbs up.
Yeah, Steve. Y'all, that is Mark from
You're on to
Overlook.
something. You're on to something.
He's running his second channel. He's giving me extra views. He's a good boy. Yeah, Teresa, we still here.
And for me, I'm just trying to learn everybody and trying to recognize, all the channels and
The names. He
Just
doesn't
overwhelming
understand
for
how
me
we
at
all know
first.
the names.
it's like I don't see how y'all keep that straight. But you have to watch it. You have to get on their streams and watch it, and then to me that's how I start learning everybody. There's a lot yet that I still got to learn. Like I said, I can't put names with channel names. I recognize channels,
Hey, Piper.
but that just comes in watching. Hello, Piper.
You just got notified of the live. That's okay.
That's all right. That's fine. Glad you got in here.
It was all messed up anyway.
Yeah, we have fought this thing for 2 days. Yesterday we tried.
That's
and
right,
tried
Mark.
again today,
And we can do the same for y'all too. He can get and we did. He got on his and I got on mine. So
I'm gonna take my hand off. Okay.
y'all, something else that I've just now started doing. I have
That's right, Mark.
a
Yeah,
big crowd on my
the way it happens,
Facebook
but-
because of the keto diet stuff and other, years of being on Facebook. I have a lot of Facebook friends and I've added a lot from the YouTube stuff. I just started talking about my YouTube channel on my Facebook. I tried to keep it a secret, kind of. I mean, I would post stuff here and there, but not enough for really anybody to catch on that, hey, she's got a channel and there's something going on over there. But I just started doing that a little bit more. And the reason I started doing a little bit more was because Daryl from Two Family Homestead told me you need to be putting it out there on any kind of media that you can. And I wasn't. And I hadn't even logged into my Twitter. I've got a Twitter, but it is so full of politics. I got tired of it. I just deleted the app off my phone and quit using it. But I do have one. I have Gab. I can put it out there.
I see Sarah
Hadn't
and
done it
Charlie in
yet.
the background. Charlie's holding the baby. Sarah's folding clothes. That's the youngest daughter. Y'all didn't know.
And her husband.
Yeah.
And their newborn. And y'all saw their oldest daughter, Amara.
I got her over here beside me in this rocking chair. She won't rock.
Yeah. I'll show y'all her one more time. Ooh, let me not make y'all
Look
drunk.
this way, Mark. Look.
Mama, say hi.
Hey.
Can you say hi?
Hello.
Oh, I'm moving y'all back slow. Trying not to make you drunk. Ooh. Yeah.
Well, actually, I guess you Mimsy on Facebook or on
I have
Anna
Anna K. Cooley, and then I have Mimsy's Garden on Facebook. Or Anna at Mimsy's Garden, something.
You can find it either way. You'll know it's us because it's us on the profile picture, and then all these grand youngins on the other picture.
That's
whatever
me
it's
too. Consider it, Joey. There's a lot of stuff I could put on mine, but I can't. A lot of different stuff that we do because of my job. So I've got to kind of keep that separated, you know. But there's a lot of interesting stuff, but I just can't. I can't post it up. I'd like to, but I can't do it.
Nah, I hadn't thought about running the live from my Facebook. I know it's possible. It's crossed my mind once, but I never dwelled on it or thought about it either.
Just get your area out.
So just the fact that I just do mostly YouTube and occasionally try to remember to throw a picture up on Instagram because I'm not real good at remembering that either. To get to 1,000 is pretty good.
See you later, kiss my grass.
Kiss my grass. Appreciate it. Have a good evening.
Oh,
So-
wow, Rainbow.
That in itself is confirmation from the Lord to me that I'm doing the right thing, because I didn't have to go blast it on my Facebook where our local community and everybody that we know and a lot of folks that know us from church stuff, and I didn't have to use that avenue to get to this 1K, but now I am starting to put it out there. Mainly, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't totally nuts for doing it, and that I learned how to hold the camera in landscape. Because my first videos was in portrait mode, and they look ridiculous.
Yeah, she done school me on if I do a video on my phone, how I'm supposed to hold my phone. Now, will I remember that? I don't know. We'll see. But she schooled me on it.
Yeah, Rainbow, I'm not that talented. I barely can get this one going.
Don't know how. I don't know. She knows how many she's got.
It's not that many. It's like just the beginnings. Just you know, they do it in watch minutes. So I'll have to.
Yes, they also.
Give me a
That's
second.
something that's real tedious. I know I have to watch. Because ours, where I work, it's all over social media too. So we kind of even have to watch how we comment and everything else over social media. So.
Oh, she's singing. I have 383 watch hours and a half watch
Homestead,
hours.
yes, he is. He's good. And as the old saying goes, God is good all the time.
So I got 3,617 hours to go in 12 months.
Okay, Linda. Take care. Appreciate you coming in.
Miss Linda. Marco me when you get your phone ready. Yeah. So I have a long ways to go, but at least I got 12 months to get there, and that means a lot of live streams because that's the fastest way to get your watch hours up, according to Single Dad and Bear and
the live streams makes
the
a
big dogs.
big difference from just videos on watch hours.
Yeah. Otherwise, I wouldn't do lives. It's so nerve-wracking to me.
And she says she's so nervous about doing lives, but y'all see her when she gets on here. The rest of us just have to jump in when we can.
That's crazy, Julie.
Yeah, I know. Have to keep doing them. That's what I always joke about with Jen, because normally she's real introverted and doesn't talk to anybody in person, and then bam, in the middle of the night, she's on live talking for hours by herself. And I'm like, whoa, where'd that come from?
Yeah, I consider Joy. That's some of the same stuff that I was talking about earlier. You know, people going back, saying stuff that they ain't got any idea what they're talking about. Or, you know, that's the ones that's, you're trying to climb up this ladder along with everybody else. And that's the ones that's doing that. That's the ones that's kind of stepping on you as you trying to climb. Exactly. That's exactly what I was talking about.
Mark,
that.
we've been doing that.
That's
We go to Sam's, we go to Walmart, and Sam's will only let it run for 15 minutes before they throw up their commercials and knock it off. But yeah, we do the Walmart thing. Chris told us about that many months ago, and we've been doing it since then. It's kind of a joke. We go to see which ones are actually online and put up a live stream and let's put it play all or auto play and just let it go. So I try to do one that has us both on it and has us both linked together so that we both get the time. I don't know if that's working quite right, but we're trying anyway.
Alan's wanting to get on live stream.
Yeah, the baby. She's a fussy.
You want that?
A list of what you can't say on YouTube, not that I'm aware of. But they don't like the subscribe word. So just say show them some love or something like that.
Hey, Funny Haven.
Hey, how are you?
Honey Haven. Welcome this evening.
Thanks, Dave. We're not. She's more technical capable than I am. And I do better if I have somebody here with me. Oh, say hi, Maura. Hi.
So get on your other YouTube channels and let this play while you sleep. Interesting idea. Tired and hot, Honey
Yeah.
Haven.
Mark, that's what
outside?
I did for Chris when he was real close to his watch hours, but he needed, I don't remember, maybe a couple hundred. I put out a request on Roots and Refuge's page, and I messaged Jess.
What is that?
And all I did was ask. It wasn't on her page. It was on her private messenger. I asked her if she would just add her to her playlist and let it play during the day or something when they were not doing anything. Didn't ask her to shout him out or anything. I just asked her to let it play for them because I knew that they'd already met him. So that was
How are
okay.
you?
And
Francine joining us.
hey, Francine.
Yeah, J Dog,
Yeah.
she is spoiled rotten
you
to the
doing?
T, buddy. And she knows it. She the boss and she knows it.
Anyway, Jess had already, she messaged me back later on and told me that God had already been dealing with her about Chris, but she didn't know why. She just knew that God kept bringing him to her attention. And she was sick that weekend, so she didn't message me back right away. So when she didn't message back, and I knew that she'd not even seen it for at least, it was like 24 hours maybe. I just went ahead and prayed that him and Maya would connect again, because at that time they were starting to talk to each other a good bit, but not as much as now. And it worked out. And so they gave him that
Is that you, Pappy?
boost that he needed,
Is it my Pappy?
and everybody else.
Is it Margaret's Pappy?
Mark, Terry's the same way. Roots and Refuge.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they don't comment. They don't.
Yeah, I've
They
jumped
don't
in
call
there.
you out much unless they've met you or something or
Yeah.
familiar, because it's not a rude thing. It's because their chat line is flying.
It's-
It is so full and so fast. I mean, you think we've got trouble keeping up with 15 of y'all or 20 or Chris doing 100 and something. They're live. Sometimes there's 1,000 people on there, and everybody's commenting and commenting and commenting. Some folks are commenting repetitively, so they're trying to keep up.
Yeah, J Dogs,
You better go give Sissy some
that's the whole thing. You jump in there and say hello, and they'd be done. 40 comments went by before you can hit the click button to post your message.
Yeah. It's really hard to keep up with that amount of folks. So try not to get offended with them. One trick that I found out, which I had already met them. I met them at Deep South. Jess had subscribed to my page. We talked back and forth some. Now we're not friends like Chris and I or Bear and I or Jen and I. It's not that kind of a thing with them yet. But if you use a few emojis, odd emojis, it tends to catch their attention. Now, they call me out sometimes, but usually it's if I'm aggravating like about the kilted stuff. They said something the other night about we was carrying it a little far because we wanted him to do the get up dance in the kilted Jedi because he's into the Jedi and the Star Wars and all that kind of stuff. So that caught his attention and he said something about it. But if I'm just commenting regular stuff, they don't pay attention. But they do know who I am. And but it's too much for them to keep up. So, and I wish that Ben and Andrea went live more than what they do. They don't. To me, I like watching their lives. It's just down home country folks, just like us. Got all the racket going on in the background and just whatever. So,
yeah, that's like mine. I don't ever see it getting that big, but if it did, I wouldn't want it to. If it was gonna, if I was gonna miss somebody or need, that I was helping them out. I don't want mine to get so big that I miss the reality of it that began it.
Exactly, and I prayed that way.
If it's gonna get so big that the reality of the meaning of the channel to start with and how it got started out to start with, then I think you're doing it for the wrong reason, and that's just my opinion. That's not meaning toward anybody else's channel, but I just don't want to get so big that it misses the meaning of why I began the channel to start with.
Yeah, the hype built up for the greenhouse was a big deal, and they did. They've blown up, and I'm sure it's overwhelming to them too. For me, I prayed, don't let it go too fast. And it hadn't, kind of fast. Like he said, I didn't sleep much last night. I was excited about the 1K, but it also added another level of pressure for me and anxiety. And I was like, okay, God, let's, don't let this get too big too fast. Not that it would, not that I'm anything for that, but I never thought I'd get past 100. So to see it grow, and then we started his channel last month, not long at all, and he's already 100 subscribers. That's huge to me because it took me 4 months to get 40, or anywhere close to 100. So, Francine, it hid your message for a second because you used the subscriber word.
YouTube
That's one of those words YouTube doesn't like.
YouTube is crazy over that stuff. Sorry about that.
Oh no, Mark. I was just explaining. Not for you not to get offended because it is extremely fast. But we understand how you feel because
I feel the same way sometimes.
He says that all the time.
I tell her,
they're not seeing me there.
It's like I wasn't even there. I'm gonna jump off, unless it's something that they're discussing or whatever that I was really wanting to hear about a particular subject that they was on or something, But I jump in there and I say hello, and I try to understand. They get so busy and so many going in there that you just get bypassed. And unless it's something that I really are a part of it that I'm wanting to hear, I tell Anna I'm jumping off, because they got so many going in and out. There's no way to answer it. If all of them went to asking questions, there's no way to answer them all anyway. So
right, that happens on Roots and Refuge. It happens on Deep South. It's just because there's so many, and there's so many questions. And Francine, they don't like the word subscribe. I don't know why, but they just don't like it.
Yeah.
So just say showed you some love, or think of something creative to say. Everybody will know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Farmer Mark, that's the way I feel about mine. I want it to be an everyday, things that you face every day, what you go through, keep it simple, that's me, I'm simple. So, and be an encouragement to one another and help where we can. That's what I want my channel to be like.
Yeah.
Want it to stay fun.
Yeah. Fun and helpful to somebody else, that's for sure.
Good job.
I talked to Sarah. She may not hear me. Oh, goodness. I like to watch that girl in the kitchen. I learn a lot from her.
Hey, some of them I get on, I don't comment on because I get to looking at all the channels that's coming in, and I tell Anna, I said, I don't recognize one of these folks. So I say hello to whoever's doing the live, and I don't recognize some of the other ones. I know that'll come the more I watch, but.
Well, Rose, even if you put your question in all caps on their channel, there's so many of them, it's still liable not to be seen. So my suggestion is you use a weird emoji, something to catch attention.
Yeah.
Go.
A stop sign, a flower, a tomato, a pepper, just something different than the normal smiley faces. Because, if you're wanting to get their attention. And then if they miss your question, wait a few minutes and ask the same question again in all caps and add some emojis. You'll catch their attention eventually.
I don't know how the bigger channels doing theirs. I've actually talked to Anna. I went up there yesterday and bought this 24-inch little cheap flat screen TV for basically me, because I can see the chat a whole lot bigger and I don't have to be leaning all the way up and squinting all the time. So, I don't know if they have that or not. Probably do, but that helps me to see all the comments a lot better than looking at that laptop screen.
I didn't have you, girl.
Because after about an hour on that laptop screen, I'd be getting a headache trying to look at all the comments because the writing's so small.
Okay.
These bifocals don't work on that small writing
I'm
too
gonna let
good.
you hold my phone. Hey, Georgianne, how are you? We're just rattling, talking.
Here recently, I've just been doing like the waving hand or something because I can't catch everybody.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Even in Chris's, when we started out, we were able to tag everybody and say hello to everybody.
And
It's impossible.
yeah. So now I've just been doing the waving hand.
Let's see.
Hey, Amy.
I'm letting her play with my phone and I'm scared because I don't normally do that.
I'm back over here now. Oh, welcome back, Overlook.
It's hot here too, Georgia. Hey,
Yeah,
Haven.
yeah, them
Take it to your
bifocals
mama.
sometimes they don't cooperate
And
with you
tell her
like
to
they're supposed to.
Fix it however she
But
fixes
one of these
it.
days, we
Or
ain't
you
gonna have to
can
wear
safely look at it.
no glasses at
Go
all.
give
One of
it
these
to
days.
Mama. Go give it to Mama.
I don't
Show
know
me that too and not do anything on it.
I will have to fix it so she can't do anything with it. I don't want it tore up.
What's bad about my glasses is I didn't start having to wear them till what? How was I?
40 something.
Yeah, I was on up in years before I'd start wearing glasses.
Like that,
That was a-
Rose.
that was a
Music symbol,
major
thumbs
ordeal
up, and a
to get
rose.
used
That's
to.
something totally different. So see, that caught my attention real quick. That's what I mean. On those bigger channels, type your questions in all caps, put some of those symbols in between the words, whatever you can think of, post American flags. That's going to catch the military guys' attentions quicker than anything else, I do
I
believe.
don't know about the looking smarter part.
Look at
But
it. Look.
Mark, he's one of those guys that if he puts his mind to it, he can fix anything. I don't ever worry about stuff. Of course, he doesn't like that because then I make him fix everything.
smart.
What you wanna watch? Let's see. You wanna watch? Oh, I know what you
Then
wanna watch.
Branson, Missouri.
Yeah, Teresa, my bifocals drive me crazy. Y'all see me? I'm looking up over them all the time. All right, I'm doing the granny stare or the overlook. We can Branson, Missouri. I feel like I was
Yeah, the
melting.
emojis will help catch attention a lot of times where otherwise it wouldn't. I'm not great at the emojis, but I can do.
J Dog, where's your new place gonna be?
Mama, what's the year you were born?
69.
Always try
Probably
to
you
tell
ain't doing
her
something right with that baby.
I'm smarter than the average bear. Hey.
He's been hanging around Big Bear too much on Marco Polo. They go back and forth and do cartoon characters at each other or old TV shows like that.
Cave City, Arkansas. Now, where's one of the bigger cities in Arkansas?
That's close to you.
Yeah, that's close to that.
Is it close to Little Rock or Searcy or anywhere like that?
I got some family that
Yeah,
lives
David does.
in and around Little Rock,
Sarah,
Pine Bluff,
or
Arkansas.
bathroom or something.
Yeah, Dave, it does. It'll wear if you watch that screen for a while. I start getting a headache after a while. I looking at that phone, and I have to get off of it. 35 miles north of Batesville. I'm gonna look it up on the map.
We're gonna find
not
you.
sure.
Not stalk you behind you, but kind of find you. See if you're close to Pine Knot or some of them. Yeah, she ain't happy. She hungry. She hungry.
She ready to eat.
She just got to.
Close to Fort Wayne, Indiana.
That's on up the country.
I know they're pinching her and pulling her hair and all kinds of stuff to her.
Is she angry?
Yeah, she's hangry.
She ain't happy at the moment. About
She's
whatever.
always hangry. Always.
Growing baby.
Yeah.
Well, you're talented, Mark. I can't do all that. I've tried that,
All right, you turn it off.
and
Bye.
having to listen to one or the other.
Hey,
And
Brett.
Lord, the other night, last
Go
week,
on.
What's going on, Brett?
we were trying to mod
What's up,
for 2
bud?
channels at one time. That was tough.
Francine, we don't really know. She hadn't really
A
kept
lot.
a check on her hours. She likes a lot, though. It's not something
Oh yeah,
that we're even considering at the moment.
way over 3,000.
Or worried about. Well,
It's gonna take me the whole 12 months from today. Lots of live streams.
She wanted my phone and I put it up.
Oh,
Hey, Brett.
Say hello to him right quick. Say hello, YouTube. All the homestead friends.
That's my pappy.
Say hello, YouTube. Homestead and friends.
Oh
Say, hey.
no, we
Trying to
need
get y'all
Terry to
back.
sing his song, don't we? His Homestead and Friends song.
Oh.
Sing that tomorrow.
I don't remember the words.
We gotta go back and watch the video.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
That's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
In that black minivan. Oh my goodness. Miss Francine, I'm not too terribly worried about it. It's just,
Hey again, Beanie.
just all the excitement, and then just kind of
Man.
overwhelmed with it. You got your hours yesterday. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Oh, yay.
That is a relief. I was worried about y'all on that too. Of course, y'all do a lot of lives. So, and I still have to learn a lot of tricks. Chris has helped me a lot. Bear helps me a whole lot. I get tickled at Bear. He's always like, you didn't Marco me today or something. And I'm like, why would you want to talk to me? In my head. And I accidentally said that one time.
Brett, how's
It's like,
the
you're famous. Why do you
how's the
want to talk to
colony
me?
coming? How's the
That'll be
bill
good.
coming? Through with it yet? I'm still working on it.
What'd you ask?
How is colonies coming? The
The
building
goat pen.
the goat,
goat
the
pen?
goat colony pen.
He's got rabbit colony and goat pens mixed up.
I've seen so many rabbit colonies and goat
Rabbits
colonies.
and rabbits and rabbits.
Oh. Yeah, Francine, the numbers has been climbing more today, and YouTube's not taking them away yet today. Now, the past 2 weeks,
Later, J-Dog.
you gained
Yeah,
3
the
and
Goat
lose
Kingdom.
10.
I'm sorry. I couldn't remember, Brett. Sorry.
We are planning on it, Francine.
Bye, J-Dog. Yeah, she said the subscribe word. YouTube didn't like hearing that on type. We can say it in person, but can't type it.
Go
J-Dog,
visit
get on.
folks.
I just don't know how
Bye,
you do it in the
J-Dog.
heat.
Take
Brett.
care, bud.
Oh, Rainbow,
We'll
I
catch
don't
you
know.
next
I've
time.
lost 3,000 plus watch minutes. And this makes the second time they've done that to me.
It'll come back.
I've been watching some of the video.
I mean,
Brad,
like
y'all
cover
working
that.
on it. That's gonna be.
It's
gonna be
not
awesome
a bad
when y'all
word.
get
They
through
just
with it.
don't like it for some reason. Yeah, y'all see in the chat line, Overlook Valley says anybody that wants to Marco Polo with them, message them on their Facebook, and he's got the link up there. Huh. Mark, you and Sarah may be getting a Marco from Amara. She's got my phone and doing all kinds of weird stuff to it.
Oh, she said.
We can't meet. Well, can't talk. Can't wait to meet all of y'all too. Marco Polo's like a video chat app.
Yeah. You just record your
Yeah.
video message and hit or start and record your message and hit stop, and it sends it right then. Only bad thing about it is you can't delete them and you can't edit them.
All right.
So if you say something stupid or you look bad, you
It's,
just look bad.
it's kind of like a two-way radio, but just puts a face to it.
So before you hit start, that's when you look at yourself.
Yeah, I'm always like doing this stuff, and Terry says, "You're gonna fix your hair before you talk to them." I'm like, "Well, I'm trying. It looks ratty."
If I walk in from outside and she's
Thank you.
Marco Poloing or somebody's Marco Poloing her, I know what she's doing before I ever hear her voice, because if she fixes her, and sometimes I have to fix my hair, but if she fixes her hair, I automatically know she's fixing a comment back or talk to somebody on Marco Polo.
I'm vain. What can I say?
That's her tradition.
I mean, I got all this chubby face and these crazy thyroid eyes to deal with. It's bad enough. I want my hair to kind of look decent, even though I hadn't cut it in a long time. It hadn't been colored either, so I'm turning back blonde like I was when I was a kid, and then I got these big old gray streaks like skunk. But I still got to print it just a little.
You can do it like mine.
Yeah, Miss Green
she's
hair
called
there.
us up. Oh man, a few times she has called us up, and Sarah wouldn't even know she's on her phone. There'd be a Mara calling up.
Yeah,
Mimsy
you'll
and
hear her
Papa
going,
T.
hey.
I don't know what she did.
She froze that sucker up.
No, you click the home button 3 times.
Just undo.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, something. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, new Micah. Is that how you say that, Rainbow? Micah.
It's hid now. I hid it behind the computer screen.
What about no hair, Francine?
There's too many fun colors for me to go gray.
I used to say as long as Miss Clairol was in a bottle, I wouldn't go gray, but I decided to quit using toxins. I was just trying to
No
help
medical
toxins.
term.
Hey, baby. She's messing with my grow lights.
Please.
She's getting bored.
Thank you.
That's why I have it on my chin, because I can't grow it up here no more. So, but my barber, I just went and got a haircut the other day, and believe this or not, now I still have to pay $12 for a haircut. So I asked him one day. I said, "Hey, 5 minutes, y'all through with me? Why do I have to pay $12?" And they said, "Well, you're paying us to hunt it." So, I mean, I couldn't argue with that. So I had to pay what everybody else pays for a haircut, which really stinks. Appreciate that, Overlook Valley. Posting the link up. Appreciate it.
Yeah. See, Good mod right there, y'all. He's posting those links. Now let's see how talented you are. Talented you are. Go grab my Facebook link and my Instagram link and post those.
Now she's asking too much, ain't she?
Y'all, Bear did me that way the other night. I was like, oh, he asked for his Twitter link. Then I was like, I don't even have my Twitter up anymore.
So only my loyalty can only go so far.
So I waited till somebody else posted it, and then I snatched it and copied it. So I'd have it for the next go round.
I have thought about that, Georgiana. I really have.
Y'all getting diaper view.
I don't know. Anna hadn't said much about the ideal, yay or nay. But I guess it's me. I'm just trying to hang on to what little bit I got left. But I have thought about that.
I got you, sugar. That made her mad. Stealing her sugar.
I gotta wake up my text for a little bit and get home.
Yeah.
He's catching him a good nap over. Bore him out.
Yep, he's snoozing.
The board Texas bored out.
Maybe it's gonna take more than you.
Hey,
Still
Amy.
working on elderberries.
Wake him up.
Woo.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make us a road trip. Come visit y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Jen and I said that when we left y'all's house. We'd have to make us a quick trip just to come hang out for a little while.
Well,
So teachers that shave their heads and they have their beards, it don't matter to me. He's got the right head shape to not have hair. To me, I mean, wouldn't matter anyway. I've been married to him for 30 years. I ain't going nowhere.
see, Joe, I don't know if I
Good
need an
job,
elderberry either.
Y'all, there's the Facebook link. Ain't no telling what you'll see on there, though. I don't post a whole lot on there. I don't remember to. I have to remind myself to check my Facebook. I have to remind myself to check Instagram. And I guess I'll have to reconnect to Twitter. And I never get on my Gab.
Come here, Mara. Mama, come here.
What does elderberry actually taste like? Does it have a unique taste?
I don't know. I know it's very helpful for
a
if you have the
blueberry
flu.
or something like that.
And I've got 2 cuttings outside from them in a pot that I keep watered. But after Jen bought me the cuttings actually. We have the elderberry on our property up there at the old area. And that big tree, there's the elderberry growing all in there. Those white, big, lacy looking blossoms, that's elderberry.
Okay.
Thank you, Overlook.
Yeah.
And you have to cook elderberries before you eat them. Isn't that right, Amy?
Have to cook them before you eat them.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to eat them raw.
And she
used
was
to.
doing whatever you have to do to them.
Before we took one of the
seeds
big
are
oaks
toxic.
That's what I thought. You have
Okay.
to cook them.
by the road, and before we had to take the other one, cut it down. Every year, some friends of ours used to come over and take like 410 guns and shoot mistletoe. Both of those oak trees was loaded with mistletoe.
You poking my belly.
And the rest of the oak trees that were on our property and on the neighbor's property, they didn't have mistletoe in them, but those 2 trees had mistletoe every year, was loaded with it. The berries should be eaten raw. The seeds are toxic.
No, don't eat them raw.
So you cook them and strain them?
She makes that syrup. Do you sell your syrup, Amy?
Add honey to syrup to sweeten it. How long do you have to cook?
Thanks for stopping in, Rainbow.
Make something really good.
If I'm up later, I might do a live.
And I might
Yeah.
join in if I'm still wound up.
Rainbow, appreciate it. Have a good one.
She said,
She's saying, hey.
y'all."
No, I ain't never tried to eat no
No.
mistletoe.
Mistletoe's poisonous.
They would just come over for right before Christmas time and shoot a bunch of mistletoe out and give it to all their friends and whatever. I told them they were the reason why one of my oak trees died. They shot it and killed it.
$15 per pint for elderberry syrup from Amy Broussard at Broussard Homestead. Mark, post her link to the link to Broussard Homestead. That way, if somebody wants to order it whenever it's time, they can get up with them.
She also
I
has
don't
a
want to make
video
the
up
syrup,
on how to
Amy. I
make
want
it.
you to make the syrup. I just want to spend the money.
We may not make it right.
Time for that.
Ooh, syrup made with stevia would be good.
Yeah. Gotta learn how to do it with stevia and not honey for us keto folks. Real stevia too, not the white stuff. Stevia is green, in case you didn't know.
My shoes.
Learning some stuff.
Shoes.
I know these bifocals are driving me
Around all
crazy.
day.
You like shoes?
Brett, you can post that video up if you want to.
Yeah, it makes a good decoration. Like I said, those trees, even the ones we have up here where we built on the property, I haven't seen any mistletoe in them like those two up there had.
Bye, Rainbow.
See you later, Rainbow.
She's waving at you.
She's waving. Mars waving.
That's
Say
so
bye. See you later.
sweet.
Mod squad in training.
That's right.
Yeah, that's me.
Tell them thumbs up, baby. Y'all see that? She's trying. She's really trying. Say thumbs up. I might have to get the kid a shirt.
Junior mod squad.
Yeah. She's going to have some bling too,
Oh, I
Jen.
know it.
I think she's finally seen herself.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You live, girl. You live. What's wrong with you?
Jen's been poking her belly. So she's pulling it up.
Amara, we don't do that, baby.
Quit.
Quit acting like your mama, Amara.
It's never a dull moment. So you gonna give him a thumbs up? Give him a thumbs up. I'm on.
Hey, Granny.
Say thumbs up, baby.
Granny's Florida.
Oh, goodness.
Hello. Welcome to the chat.
Are you showing them your belly button?
Welcome to the humor.
Is that what you're
The
doing?
granddaughter's showing everybody her belly
She
button.
has come alive.
She's discovered she has a belly button.
And her hair stuck out really long now.
Alrighty.
Please. Thank you.
She's entertaining for sure. Well, y'all, we have been on here for 2 hours and 13 minutes, so we're gonna give you a couple minutes to say your goodbyes to everybody. Mark, you can post whatever link you're thinking of, because I know you're thinking. You're thinking.
Wheels are turning, but
That's right.
Funny Haven, okay. Appreciate it. Appreciate you jumping in here with us. Enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Y'all have a blessed week too.
Does Jess want to do the boutique out?
And remember,
You too, Connie.
guys, if y'all still interested in the little
Not really need
little
to
devotions,
get to the consignment
hit
store.
Mimsy up, let her know, or
It's pretty
send a comment on my page and let me know, and we'll be glad to do them. I just want to know if there's interest out there, you know, for me to keep bringing those up. I don't want to do it just to be doing it, but
Yeah.
if y'all interested in me doing those,
Thanks, Rose. You too, hon.
just let me know, or let Mimsy know
You
through
too,
her.
Julie Lundy. And thanks for my Marco this morning. That made my day.
It's so cute. Or the
Bye,
shoes.
Y'all,
I
Fairy
see.
Tale's telling y'all bye. She's entertaining the grand young and some too.
Good. It was good to talk to you too. And finally, I don't know, maybe the first time I've met you on a chat.
That's okay, Granny.
Uh-oh. We got another alert.
We got a weather alert going on. I don't know how. I have to find my phone. Sorry, flash flood warning's going off like crazy on everybody's phones at one
Tech
time.
support is now awake.
And we're still going, Andrew.
Papa Homestead, okay. Like I said,
Bye, Georgians. if I don't see you before, we'll see you Wednesday night on Single Dads.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll see you before.
You guys sit down up, Marco Polo or whatever on the devotions,
Barbie.
and kind of give me some feedback on them. And we'll be more than glad to keep doing them.
Is this your chair?
That's something I love to do. Helps me probably more
Thanks,
than it helps y'all.
Francine. We can post that link if you hadn't seen it. You can, Sarah said save her and Marco. I already saved her. I'm gonna shoot y'all
All right,
one back in a little bit.
Appreciate that. Yeah, get over and
Mark,
check it out.
post PoorBoy's link real quick.
Mine's more on the car, but we do other stuff. But yeah, get over and check it out.
No, we're not racing today. His car's in the shop.
No, unfortunately.
In the transmission shop, we still got to do the alternator. He's doing a converter. We're getting Mimsy's sponsoring him. I'm buying them a new slick. He's got to have two, but I'm buying one. That's okay. On that spoiler, it's going to have big black letters that says Mimsy's Garden eventually. And then we're going to do some fairy tale stickers on it.
In there.
And then we'll get him some PoorBoys.
Sarah should save her and Marco Polo.
I got it.
All right.
Then we'll
Thank you, Valley.
we'll put the PoorBoy Homestead slick. So if you want to sponsor his car, you can hit my email.
Sure.
It's Anna@mimsysgarden.com. PayPal's the same thing. We just we're kidding about that, really.
But seriously, guys, on the devotions, y'all let me know, because I really don't want to do that if not very many people are interested in it. But hit Mimsy up, and she'll let me know. But seriously, on that, I would love to if I had enough interest, in doing it. I know one or two, that's enough. But y'all let me know seriously if y'all would like me to do that.
Yeah. So if you need to get up with us, you can hit us up on Facebook Messenger or Mimsy's Garden and at mimsysgarden.com. And Mark just posted that too. So we're all good. I hope y'all have a good evening. It's 2:17 and it looks like it's going to storm a little bit. Hopefully it will, just a little bit. Because my garden's liking that rain. It's actually getting some new life about it. I don't know if it'll produce any fruit, but it looks pretty. So I need to do a garden update. But
Guys, appreciate everyone jumped on here this afternoon after all the technical difficulty we had. But we appreciate it joining in with us and listening to me and everything. Appreciate
watching us entertain the grandchild.
Yeah, what the grandkids get in on it. So appreciate everybody.
Please.
Thank you. We love y'all.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
like I said, we're gonna get out of here. We're getting these warnings going on, so let's have some weather moving in. But until next time, like I always say on my videos, keep your head up and a smile on your face, and we'll see you next time.
And we'll see you on another live stream with somebody else. Y'all check each other out.
Bye, y'all.